got some spring behind it. Knob and you pull it towards the front of the car, locks it in. And then these pins drop in there. There's a half turn lever you put in that slot, spin it, and it locks it down. There you go. Top's in good shape. It's a very dark burgundy brownish color. Tan inside. Looks to be in good shape as well. Little bump in stitching here. In the trunk we have a toolkit. Weather stripping and a couple extra lug bolts, some floor mats, a car cover, your batteries under there, as well as your jack. Looks good. To open the hood, there's a release on the kick panel, driver's side, as you open the door. And then you reach inside this Mercedes logo up and to the right. That's your safety release. That gets you in the hood. Very clean under here. All right. (1980) Mercedes SL 450. Couple notes here on this car. Original correct burgundy with tan leather interior. Mechanical top. Works good, looks good. Showing 67,922 miles. V8 motor, 4.5 liter. They call it the M117. Known for its reliability and being torquey yet smooth. Is our power windows. This power window switch was not working, so we have another one on order, and then we're going to get that sorted out and fixed. All right, very cool European V8 sports car, two-door. They did not come factory with a back seat. This one has some pads and seat belts made up, so you can fit 4 in here. 2 adults, 2 children, likely. No lights on the dash. Gauges, except for fuel sender, seem to be working. I can hear the clock ticking. Got a power antenna. It does work. These are fog light. Oh, these are interior dome lights. Those work. We'll start left to right over here. E-brake. Brake and release works. Headlights, park. Headlights. You can pull out for your fog lights. Signals left, right. Wipers push in for wash, and then medium or low speed and high speed. Those are all working. Cruise control knob is right here. Horn works. Radio, we got an aftermarket unit. It does FM. FM and CD. I'm guessing you put a CD in and it'll kick over to it. Good sound though. There's some additional speakers in the back seat as well, helping us get the good sounds. Air conditioning on off, defrost. We'll start at the top. Maybe some foam that comes out. Nothing to worry about. Car's just been sitting a while, that's all. So there's defrost, bi-level. Right now we're in heat mode. It's switched, auto, high. So you set the temperature and it'll automatically do what you tell it. We're gonna kick it down to 65 and turn the AC on. Can hear a door switch, but I don't hear the blower motor. Go back to bi-level with the AC on. We'll let this run a while. It's not hot air, but it's not cold yet. And then there's your off switch, which does work. Hazards, you just push this button in. They work. This power window works. This one, can't tell you. Will work soon. Day-night mode, or switch there, good shape. Visor, small mirror. No mirror on this side. Visors are in good shape. Door locks, door handles, everything like that. Good shape. Manual adjusting mirrors. Pretty straightforward. Still no cool air. I think I'll leave it on for the drive just to see if it gets any cooler. Likely needs a recharge or a full diagnosis. Ashtray, cigarette lighter. It doesn't look used at all. No smell of smoke or anything in here. That's kind of it for all the buttons, functions, and doodads. This is... I don't know what the curly button does. Maybe recirculating air? Somebody let me know in the comments what that does. Clock is showing 9:20. We'll see if it keeps on ticking. Again, 67,922 miles on the odometer. Okay. So, reverse. Works good. Neutral. And drive. We'll go up this hill and then turn around. It is a torquey motor. No hesitation or anything going up this hill. Get on the streets. No power steering whine, no suspension noises, anything like that. Signal works, cancel works, or auto cancel works. Brakes work good, doesn't pull. Smooth runner, quiet. There's another Mercedes SL, just a lot. Yeah, not much else to say. The thing drives good, runs good. I got medium cool air here. I do not have ice cold AC. I'm gonna shut it off. It's not blowing hot air, but it's not blowing cold air either. That is a good sign. That may mean it just needs a recharge, or a couple O-rings in the system might have dried up and they need to be replaced so that the Freon does not leak. At low idle speed, I think you hear the fuel pump in the back. It's kind of a humming up and down dun, 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 sound. Just that fuel pump. This car feels a lot more modern and newer than it is. Being a 1980, it's over 35 years old, but it feels like it could be a 2000s kind of car. All right, I'm gonna get up to speed here and then hit cruise control for you. About 40. There's a cell set. Oh, it's working. Felt like it was working. So Excel works. Hold that up, it will increase your speed. Pull towards you to resume. That should be setting it. Partially functions. Cruise control itself does not work. Well, check this guy out, frankmanmotors.com. I'll do a video showing this window once it's repaired and working right. That way we can say that everything but the AC works. The AC will be something we'll have to talk to the seller. This car is on consignment and see if they want to fix. Or it can be done post-sale through our shop. We've done a lot of these. But that's just our process on those type of issues. All right, well, check it out, frankmanmotors.com. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment. Let me know what the curly Q button does. That looks like glow plugs for diesel, but this is not a diesel. Any questions, leave a comment or give us a call. We'd be happy to answer those. Like, follow, subscribe, share, watch another video. All those things help, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.